first of all, that it's unlikely that the full, clear truth about just how much of a commitment there was to regime change will be spelled out. That's the first thing. And secondly, the main problem is, even if some of the truth does come out, there will be no redress, there will be no accountability, there will be no legal process coming out of that. So the people, even if they're criticised, even if they're shown to have done criminal acts, they won't immediately be prosecuted. So we want to make sure that the truth comes out, but also that justice is done.
Tony Blair had complete contempt for any notion of democracy in terms of our cabinet democracy here. He had complete contempt for international law, complete contempt for the UN. He was just determined to go to war on Iraq. He was there to stand by President Bush. There's news now, evidence of letters where he says, "We're with you, I will be with you." You know, that is not the basis on which British politics and international law should work.
We're here today because of this Chilcot inquiry, which has cost the British public £10 million. We've waited 7 years for what basically we already know, which was that George Bush and Tony Blair conspired together with a pack of lies that Saddam Hussein had weapons of mass destruction. They went against, and we've heard just now that apparently they did go against what the United Nations was telling them and advising them, that there were no weapons, and they wanted to go to that war obviously for business, to release the oil up into the world, to rebuild Iraq, and for banking. And today, and they've caused the start of ISIS, and the war is still raging today.
You know, from the very onset was crying out for us not to go into that war, you know. Was saying that, you know, the sectarian violence that would follow would be a bloodbath. Nobody listened to him. They didn't listen to him then. I hope they do now when he calls for the arrest of Tony Blair, when he calls for peace. I think Jeremy Corbyn is a path for positive change in this country.